Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Free Your Soul Tarot. I am so delighted to be back here again to do a quick twin flame update. So, quick refresher. On this side, we have the divine feminine, on this side, the divine masculine, and in the middle, we'll have the connecting energies. And let's just jump right in. Let's jump right into the reading and start talking. There's been a ton of energies that have come up in the last few weeks with Pluto and Saturn and Jupiter. You name a planet, it's had some impact on us. All right. So for the divine feminine, the significator for the reading was the Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords is self-deception. Seven of Swords is snake in sheep's clothing kind of action. So it's kind of like false victory almost. Energy. So divine feminine is sitting in some sort of false victory energy right now. Let's delve a little bit deeper. In the current situation, we have the Emperor, the Knight of Swords, and the King of Swords, but more of that feminine aspect of that King of Swords energy. So with the Emperor, definitely the divine feminine is more in that, like, she has stopped chasing. I don't believe she's running, but I do believe she wants to. She's also completely disillusioned. She is very much taking account of this relationship in the 3D, which is great, right? Once you get to that point where the illusions fall away, you look at the fact that you've put someone on a pedestal, and once you realize that the reason that they felt so larger than life was because they were on a pedestal that you put them on, right? So I think you're kind of leaning into that energy of the Emperor. You are now getting firmly rooted in your own power currently, and you're also willing to use it. The King of Swords and the Knight of Swords are action-oriented cards, but they are action from a place of knowing your truth. The Knight of Swords can be a little bit rash. You can see there's a lot of movement in this card, but they're also very swift, and they do it it's almost like they do it by the word. Like, they know their truth and they are not afraid to just say it as they need to. They're very swift and they bring into creation what they need. Okay? Like that feather makes me think of it just like floating with the truth. And then with the King of Swords, this is a little bit more of a divine knowledge. It's almost like you're able to take everything you have learned in the 5D as you've been working through this journey and understanding when and where you should show conditional love, unconditional love. How do you show yourself and your divine counterpart, all of that. It's like you're sewing these stars together. It's a beautiful card and a beautiful rendition of sewing those stars together, taking all of that knowledge, because her crown chakra is lit up, right? Even though it says the King of Swords, this is an interesting deck, but the crown chakra is lit up, and you're actually able to take all of these learnings that you've got, and you're sewing together this beautiful garland of knowledge for yourself, knowledge that is helping you become very firm in who you are in the 3D. With that Emperor energy, you are no longer chasing. That is brilliant. So let's go into what then the current thoughts and feelings are that the DF is feeling for this relationship with the DM. So this is where it was very interesting. We did get the Devil card energy. Now, this one is a little bit different because mushrooms are typically seen as kind of like the poisonous fruit, but they're dressed in this beautiful gilded like colors, right? Deep red, bright red colors with polka dots, so that they can invite insects and other animals and prey to them. Now, this is almost two cards of deception. So what you are feeling at present, and I think it's going to unfold slowly, is there is going to be a lingering passion and a need to want to sort of throw caution to the wind, but from a very self-fulfilling kind of way. It's almost edging on a little bit of stubborn, I don't want to use this word because not the King of Wands is not always that, but I am getting a very much like sexual passionate energy. So you are going to see a ramp up in that. There is an advice here because there are two cards of deception. The Seven of Swords, where it's like You're that snake, but you're covered in all these beautiful flowers. Regardless, you're still stealing eggs, and like, it's not going to be a win for you, because if you eat all the eggs, there won't be more birds who lay more eggs for you. It's kind of like a cyclical cycle. So be very measured with what is coming towards you, because there is the King of Wands energy and the Queen of Wands energy. Both of these are beautiful and passionate energies. They are connected to their spirituality, but they should also know how to yield the power of the spirituality that they have. Both are masters of this knowledge. Both are masters of their passion. So be very careful of deceptive energies that may come your way, and also look into yourself. If you feel like you have certain levels of power, how are you utilizing them? Are you utilizing them to help others, or are you utilizing them to make yourself feel good? Are you being stubborn because of reasons that you know that are like certain things are true, or is it that you're being stubborn because you just like things done a certain way and you're not being collaborative? These are only examples. The energy is a little bit vague here. I do believe that you are able to temper this, because you do have this Queen of Wands energy, and this Queen of Wands energy is actually very beautiful. It is like a peacock, but the feathers are not shown. So you are being a little bit more, you're being called to be a little bit more tempered, okay? And there's all these beautiful sort of moths and dragonflies. So flow with the energy and move towards things that make you happy. Try to spread as much happiness around, and do it from that perspective of just trying to make a little bit of everyone's day a little bit happier. You have a lot of power, and you're also going to attract a lot of things to you. So be very discerning of the things that are coming towards you. Offers that are either too good to be true or need to be really pressure tested before you fall for them, or before you allow them into your space. Okay, there's just that energy and I don't know why I'm picking up on it, but this is coming in your thoughts and feelings. So if you feel like, you know what, I'm walking away from this DM and they're a piece of crap and I no longer care about them, and I'm attracting new people, and I find this other person very spiritually like, the energy is telling me here that there is a little bit of deception, and I don't believe all of this sort of passion that you're feeling is necessarily going to be super long lasting, because it's driven from a lot of 3D stubbornness. And as we've learned over and over again, flowing with the energy is the best way for you to make this journey as easy and as fulfilling, and help you ascend to whatever next level means to you. It could just mean loving yourself enough to not accept anybody treating you poorly again. It could mean saying, you know what, I'm done with relationships for a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. It could mean a lot of different things. Just don't either be manipulated or manipulate with this power that you have unlocked recently. The Emperor is a very stubborn person, right? So we have the Emperor, the Devil, and the Knight of Pentacles. Slow moving energy. So you are moving towards abundance. It's just taking a little bit of time. And I think as you're growing into your lessons, it's kind of turning, could turn certain people very like a little bit cocky, a little bit, immature, a little bit rash, or you start to accept offers because you're in that headspace. You start to accept offers you would not have actually done before in the past. You'd have given it a second look. Okay, I know, vague, but that is the message. We can clarify a little bit further as well. Let's go to what the outcome is, the likely outcome for the Divine Feminine. Beautiful energy though. It feels like there's going to be a softening through this month. We have like 2 weeks left of this month, 2 or 3 weeks. So there's going to be a bit of a softening of the energies for the Divine Feminine, and she's going to lean back into her beautiful Divine Feminine power. Divine Feminine is all about love and creation. Divine Masculine is about making things solid in the 3D. It's a very different energy. The birthing part of the Divine Feminine, you birth creative projects, you birth life, you birth love. You are able to give and receive love and creativity. Divine Masculines are emperors. And so when the Divine Feminine is sitting in that emperor power, it's great. You should experience it. We all have masculines and feminine energies around us, and in each different stage of our life, we lean in. However, it does feel like what is your natural resting state is your likely outcome. With the Knight of Pentacles, you are moving towards a solid foundation. You are not going to get swayed too far, I think, with all of this devil type of energy that seems too good to be true, luring you in. You're going to take your time. You're going to assess, and you're going to move slowly and calmly towards your next stage. You will reach your destination. The Knight of Pentacles is guaranteed to do that. They just take a little bit of time. You also have the Queen of Pentacles. You are provided for. You have a soul nurturing side of you that, yes, you may feel the passion drive up in you sometimes, but at the core of who you are is that soft feminine that is self-assured, the feminine that can take and receive abundance, creativity. Hey, I'll even say compliments, right? How many of us can't even accept a compliment half the time? This society has changed things so much for us in terms of how we love ourselves, how we accept it, and how we give back, right? The Queen of Pentacles does not have a problem in accepting a compliment, and she's also self-assured enough to be able to give them freely of her own volition and without any malice or any other sort of ill intent. And then finally, you are moving towards your Nine of Cups. Your Nine of Cups is your happiness. Okay? It is celebration time. It is your wish fulfillment. So you are definitely moving slowly but surely towards your happiness. And the best way for you to get there is to, one, take your time, not run into things that are too good to be true and just jump for them, and actually take your time to lean into that spirituality that you have without being manipulated or manipulating others. You are very powerful right now. Anybody in their emperor energy, in that masculine sort of make things foundationally solid in the 3D, that is a powerful energy. You are a manifesting goddess right now, DFs. All right, let's move on to the DM because I don't want this to go on and on and on. All right, so on the DM, the significator is the Lovers. So while the DF is an extremely 3D type energy, DM is in the fields. So they have the Lover's energy. This is the energy of two people. This is also the energy of a choice. In the past, the Lovers was called the Choice. And this is a very key indicator that right now, the Divine Masculine is definitely going back and forth on whether they should leave or not leave, and whether they should communicate with the DF or not. Okay, quick water second. Thank you. All right. So what is the current situation for the DM, the Divine Masculine? So right now I see the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. So definitely they are grappling with the choice to walk away from a Queen of Wands energy. Okay, and to communicate about it. So the Eight of Wands is fast-paced communication, and the Eight of Cups is walking away towards your new horizons. And walking away from who? From a Queen of Wands type of energy. Which made me think, what does that mean? Are they walking away from this relationship? Are they walking away from you, from the Divine Feminine? Because you do have the Queen of Wands energy here in how you feel for them. So looking into how they feel for you, currently they are in their Emperor energy, which is exactly where a Divine Masculine type of energy should be. They are masculine and they take the inspiration from the Divine Feminine. So definitely not walking away from you, and in fact wanting to heal and wanting to grow with the Divine Feminine. This could just be energetic, you guys. This could just be them acknowledging, you know what? I love them. I love them and I love them unconditionally and they are my counterpart. This does not mean union. I'm going to be very clear. There is still a choice that they have to make. So I'm not saying union is happening. I'm saying that they are actually able to see that you are their counterpart, that your relationship is good for them and it is solid. They are healing. Within themselves, they have the Temperance energy. For this relationship, they would like to heal it. Temperance is the balancing. Temperance is where yin and yang can be balanced. You see how water is flowing freely, and only free-flowing water can support life, right? Stagnant water eventually will kill everything inside it. You know, algae will grow, block all the sunlight and everything that was inside. And the sun gives us everything that we need, right? You grow plants that can support other animals, that can support larger fish, all of that. So once you block that, things will die. So they want to heal, but they also want to bring this into the 3D on some level. At least they are acknowledging, maybe bringing to the 3D. And if this helps a little bit, if not, maybe ignore that message, it's not for you. But in the 3D, they are acknowledging that there is something here. And in that acknowledgement, in and of itself, even in that kernel of a thought, if it takes 30 seconds of their mind, in that acknowledgement, they start healing. They allow the water to flow. They are no longer putting up a dam. And I realistically think that that is happening because you are in your masculine energy, DF. So you could reach out if you want, but I will tell you now, let them sit in this energy. Okay? They want to build with you. 7 of Pentacles. That's this card here, where a person is standing there looking at the fruits of their labor, ready to harvest. So they feel like healing this relationship, or even that moment of realization and clarity, and that is healing for itself, it will open up so much for them. Okay? What is the likely outcome for this divine masculine? Now, it wouldn't be a divine masculine side of the reading if we didn't have some overthinking for now. Because unfortunately, we have a little bit of healing, but I don't think it's enough to outdo years and years of conditioning and being told what is right, how to please others, how to put yourself last, how to not understand that one of the reasons, and one of the only reasons we should make a decision, is for the betterment of ourselves. Absolutely, we should make sure that we're not overtly harming anybody, but we should find solutions to make our lives better when things don't work, right? Okay, they are in 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is overthinking, but I also see a lot of figures that are standing around this person. So I think that potentially DM is going to talk about this relationship, their potential to want to leave a Queen of Wands to somebody in their world. And that is going to cause them to start overthinking again. And as soon as you start to put your thoughts above your actual heart and feelings, that's when you start the overthinking. So they are right now grappling between 2 things. The truth that you are their counterpart, you make them happy, and the fact that if they leave, they walk away from something super important to them, something that they have invested so much towards. They love you. That is a knowledge here that they have, the King of Cups. However, this cup is not overflowing, my friends. It is empty. So right now, they are not going to acknowledge their love. They are going to go back and forth in the 2 of Swords, back and forth, in confusion, in mental torture, about the knowledge that they now can no longer hide because they have the Ace of Swords. They already know the truth. And if you look at what the Emperor is holding in this card, it looks a little bit like a sword. Okay, so that's the masculine side of the reading. How are they feeling in between? Like, what is the connection? So the significator for the connection is the Devil and the Page of Wands. There's definitely an energy right now that is deceptive. That is why I would recommend do not make any rash decisions, because there is something that you don't fully know. There are patterns that still need to be healed. Patterns on both sides, right? Although I think for the feminine, these patterns are slightly new. They have now progressed to a part where healing has to happen on a different level versus the level that we still see DM struggling with. DM is still sort of circling the drain on, do I leave? Do I stay? Do I not? I know it's healing. These are the lessons that have been going on for a long time. Okay? DF's lessons seem very different. I'm saying things that we normally don't talk about for DF. And I think that DF, you are continuing to keep your eyes focused. In fact, this Knight of Pentacles, here, looking away from the DM. Literally, both these characters are looking away from this side of the reading. And I know that that is a little bit ridiculous, but there is no coincidence on things that you observe in a reading. When both the characters are facing away, but you can see the DM's characters are facing towards, the King of Cups is facing towards this side of the reading, that tells you a lot. They love you, but they do not know what they want to do right now. They want to take a leap, I think, but I don't think that you are, right now, you do not. Them coming at this present moment is just going to ruin your peace. You are right now set in your truth and you're weaving this beautiful story for yourself. Those stars that you're weaving, they're beautiful. Both of you, the current situation is both of you are holding firm to whatever situation you have, and you're also holding firm to the fact that you love each other. You are not going to tell each other though, because the current thoughts and feelings between the two of you is Two of Swords, mental torture and confusion. You see all those birds attacking the person, they're blindfolded, they don't know what the hell they're doing, similar to what the likely outcome is for the Divine Masculine. Right now, there is too much confusion in the energy. Nothing has settled yet. You are both very stubborn, but there's also some kind of sort of pattern, addiction, something that needs to be broken before a new beginning can happen. So let the energies pass. Absorb them. Do not get fixated with any one outcome in general, because you know that every outcome is better than where you are today and is taking you to a better place. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your internal guidance. It will take you towards a better path. Okay? And then the final outcome is the Page of Pentacles. There is going to be a new beginning. However, it is a new beginning in the sort of monetary kind of way. I think both of you are going to gain some abundance. I do not see love here. None of the cards in between the two, in the energy for the two, between the two, had love. I believe this is the first time that I've actually seen so much more love on the Divine Masculine side than I did the Divine Feminine. At the bottom of the deck for each, and I like to do that very quickly, we have the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands. Okay, your cycle is about to change very drastically. This cycle with the Divine Masculine is going to adapt. There is a love energy, a soulmate coming in, a soulmate with the ability and a potential to actually take it to the final destination, if you consider that to be the final, of marriage. Marriage, stability, setting up a home together, maybe in the woods or the forest. So there. Two of Cups, so a soulmate is coming in very quickly for you, and the Four of Wands. This is going to go to the very end. Whatever relationship is coming, you are walking away towards something that is going to fulfill you. And I think DM is going to pick up on that, because I kid you not, at the bottom of the deck for the DM side, we have Three of Cups, which is a heartbreak, but then a Six of Wands and a Hermit, and a Six of Cups. And they also have a Two of Cups and a Ten of Swords. They need to put an end to their cycle, or they are going to end up being without their soulmate. You are moving very quickly towards something that is going to be extremely stable. Okay? At the bottom of the connection is currently in a seesaw state. Okay, there is no, so we have the Two of Pentacles in the connection energy at the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. So there is definitely a change coming, a change of the cycle is happening, as I've said. Right now, the Two of Pentacles kind of is a seesaw. Somebody going, oh, okay, 1 second this way, 1 second this way. Neither side has made up their mind. I think DF has made up their mind a little bit more, because I see the Queen of Swords energy again, and we also see the Seven of Wands, which is a very stubborn type of energy. So there's definitely going to be a big change coming for the both sides, but right now, as the energy stands in this minute, there's a seesaw. Nothing is finalized, nothing is set in stone. Okay, I really like the fact that beautiful DFs have the Four of Wands. Let's get a little bit of information. Okay, we have the Fool card energy here. This Fool card energy, though, again, DF, Your new beginning is coming. Just be very careful who you trust, okay? This Fool card is basically a woman walking down this path, but this path actually leads her into the mouth of a crocodile. So definitely be very discerning of the energies you allow inside. Okay, I need more information on this Four of Wands. I mean, I got the Fool card energy. It hit the Devil card energy in this reading. What about the Four of Wands? Six of Pentacles. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles is an equal give and take card type of energy. So this person who's coming into your life is going to bring you a lot of abundance, but they're also going to be very fair, very just. It's going to be equal give and take. Anything else? Justice. I just said just. Justice is also awesome because it looks at the 3D version of balance, of course. And I think that there's definitely a chance that there is a marriage in the works here. Okay. What happens to the DM if they don't end current cycles? I generally don't ask such questions, but let's see. King of Wands, okay. They will stay stubborn. They will be very stubborn. Okay, what else? Wow, did you feel that energy with that? Knight of Pentacles, okay. Abundance will take time. What else? Page of Wands. It feels like not coming towards you is just basically going to keep them in the same loop. They will be probably stuck going between a Page of Wands and a King of Wands, and then back to a Page of Wands and back to a King of Wands. It's all going to be this slow cycle where life will pretty much be the same. But I think that they will probably convince themselves that it's pretty good the way it is. Not gonna lie. It's disheartening because for as many energies here that we've had of the Two of Cups, the Lovers, the Temperance, the King of Cups, for all the love, they could potentially talk themselves out of it, which is why my beautiful DFs, Two of Cups, Four of Wands, equal give and take, and a potential of a real 3D relationship and marriage. Move towards your cycles that make sense. Close the ones that don't make sense anymore and be very discerning of the ones that are coming towards you. You are going to be very attractive because you are an Emperor energy. There is a sense of drawing people in towards you. As much as you have Empress, now you have Emperor. So you're beautiful, soul nurturing, but you're also a little cocky and a little charming. That's a great and a deadly balance of things, right? All right, let's do love oracle cards really quickly. For the Divine Femme. Mirror. Okay, it says mirroring each other, self-image, relationships, reflect our wounds, and introspection. All right, so as 3D focused as you are, DF, do not forget that you are both mirrors of each other. So if there are patterns you're not closing, if there are patterns of deception that you're just falling for, make sure you're looking at them, okay? And for the Divine Masculine, we have unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. They got love. They love you. I cannot tell you more number of cards that are freaking love in this reading for them. There's the Lovers. Again, I keep saying it. They have to love themselves just as much as they love you, and understand that in loving themselves, they are loving the people around them. And that sacrifice and, being the right person in the right way that they learned many years ago, many moons ago, maybe as children, maybe you have to realize that certain beliefs that you have are responses because you've had trauma in your life, and healing those heal the trauma. But the journey to do that has to be yours and yours alone. You can't take someone else's journey for them, and they have to be willing to take the whole journey to really heal. Okay, for the connection, paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. I don't think there's going to be a ton of that right now because I think at the bottom of the deck I have camera and cassette. Camera and cassette are really those cards of like memories, like looking back. And then I do have love call. So there might be some communication because I do have the Eight of Wands here for the Divine Masculine, but just know that they have not made up their mind yet. And I think you will accept nothing but everything, like full transparency, openness to tell you how they're feeling. It has to be all or nothing for you at this point. You are an emperor, in the emperor energy. You are in the divine masculine type of energy, and you will not accept anything less than, full commitment, or at least full transparency and communication on a level that respects you. Okay, romance angels. I always look at the card that's left behind in the box because I feel like that's a secret message, that's an added one. This one said engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Divine feminine, I'm telling you, there's somebody coming, and they're coming quickly, and they're going to bring everything that you have been looking and asking your freaking divine masculine for years. And you won't have to tell them. They know how to do it. They know how to do it. They're not going to waste your time. At least that's the sense I get. Now, just because I said that, you have some stupid fuckboy on like your Tinder app or whatever, wasting your time. That is not what the energy said. This person gives equal. Okay? If anybody's not responding to your text and doesn't have the maturity to tell you they're busy or whatever, and if they don't know how to seal the deal with the girl and ask her out if they like her, and not waste your time and turn her into a pen pal, just make sure you're not reading into it. This energy will let you know who they are, okay? All right, for divine masculine, calling in your soulmate and express your love. Jesus. Jeez. Express your love, calling in your soulmate. They really want you. They just need to know that they need to express love to you. It's not, I know it's hard, but come on. You've known this person. They're your soul. They're like the other side of it. Jeez. Okay, and for the connection, trust. I love this. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So both of you need to have faith that you will come to a resolution. And you both need to find, oh my God, look at the bottom of the deck, guys. Reconciliation. So you can reconcile if you need to and you want to, and both sides are committed to, right? It's not all doom and gloom and hope is lost. I just want to put that out there. Because I know this has been a pretty hard reading, especially because readings where their outcome is teeter-totter is a little bit sad, right? Especially because it starts out saying, they love you, and then you end up with, but they're confused. All right, Moonology to close off the reading. Divine Feminine, it's time to take action. You are taking action towards your own abundance, my dears. And Divine Masculine, balance spirituality and practicality. Okay. And for the relationship, don't let your past hold you back. South Node. Okay. So Divine Feminine, keep moving towards things that make you happy. You are progressing. Just make sure you can understand when you are in such an attracting type of energy, you can attract everything, right? So it's up to you now to discern what energies do you allow in, which energies you say, thank you, I acknowledge you, and which energies you say, I refuse, right? For the Divine Masculine, they are right now in such a state of wanting to heal, but also wanting to build and also wanting to protect. You cannot make everybody happy. So taking time to really sit down and start to balance out those 5D emotions you feel with the reality of your 3D will really help. Maybe there are practical ways to bridge the gap between you two. And both of you are being told, do not allow your past to hold you back. Continue to proceed forward. There's been a lot in this situation that has taken the Divine Feminine and pushed her into her own masculine energy. When the Divine Feminine stops chasing, the polarity will switch and the Divine Masculine can feel the pull back on the energy, and that is what usually drives them to make the change. Until there is something in their surroundings, in their 3D world or in their 5D world or whatever, if the karma is not finished and the lessons are not learned and the karma has not been cleared, then you have to stay in it until it is. And one way to do that is to balance your spirituality with your practicality. Okay? At the bottom of this deck, it said, be bold and make the first move. I think, Divine Feminine, there's something coming. And I'm going to be very excited to read on it. Hopefully this is the same energy that can be pulled next time. All right, beautiful souls. I hope this gave you guys a little bit of guidance. Definitely watch those sheep in snake skin or wolf's clothing and that, that beautiful mushroom that's so inviting. There's definitely energies around you right now that are super attracted to you and that are super attractive. But make sure you're very discerning about who you allow in and how much you allow them to impact you. All right? My beautiful souls, I hope you have a wonderful week. And I will be back to do another reading very soon. I promise. Not as many hiatuses or little breaks. And if you have any suggestions for other readings, if you want to leave me a comment below, I'd really appreciate it. Or share this with another person that is going through a similar situation as well. All right, beautiful souls. Take care. Bye.